Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Behind the Reel and my name is John. You guys, today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to go over some tackle organization utilizing the Plano EDGE boxes. Let's go ahead and get right to it. Alright, so currently I have two Plano EDGE boxes. I have one of the 3700 size terminal boxes here, as you can see. We'll go over that one. I also have one of their 3700 size Jig boxes. We'll go over that one and how I have that one set up. And we also just picked up today one of the 3600 size, and this one is the Plano EDGE 3600 size professional box. So we're gonna go ahead and set this one up for the first time and get the rest of our terminal tackle transferred over into this one. So let's go ahead and get right to it. Okay, here is our 3700 size terminal box, and I'll show you what I have in here, you guys. Okay, so if you look up top here, these are really cool little containers to keep your weights organized in, and they're not going to be jumping around all over the box. They're going to be held nice and secure inside of here. These are made for your bigger weights. I think I have some 1 ounce and some 3/4 barrels in there. And then you can label it, which I haven't done that yet, probably should, but you know, those just kind of fit right in, and these little grooves here, there's these little notches inside of the box that they fit inside of. So these boxes are actually fit nice and secure inside of the box, and then on top of that you have the weights that are nice and secure. And you see how the tops of these are kind of made to fit the curvature of the weights as well. And I've got some 1/2 ounce and some 3/8 ounce flipping tungsten weights in here from Russell Marine Products. Put those in there. And then I have my smaller weights here, kind of the same deal. Got some little 3/16 ounce and 1/2 ounce in there. And those fit nice and secure in there. Now these are bigger ones that I'm using for, this one is a shaky head. This is Mesu Baits makes it. I believe this is the spring chicken, but anyways, I've got some shaky heads in here. These are nice, kind of the same deal. It's its own container here, but it's got a nice clear top. That way you can see what is inside of it. Over here I've got some swim jig heads. These are some Strike Kings, and then also got some of the 6 cents in here as well. So I've got just kind of a random assortment of swim jig heads in here. This one's from Battle Baits. Pretty cool little deal there. I've got some underspins here. Owner Flashy Swimmer. Just to give you guys an idea of kind of the size of these boxes, you can fit some pretty decent size jig hooks in here. Right here I've got my wacky rigs set up. These are kind of the older style wacky rigs that R&P has. Looks like I've got some drop shot stuff mixed in here, and then I never really put these to use, but I was without weighted wacky jigs, and so I picked some of these up from Ziners. But anyways, that'll fit a bunch of my wacky rig stuff in there. Some of your, you know, finesse jig hook or finesse hooks. I've got some more drop shot hooks in here, which I actually need to add to these. These are some pretty big, stout hooks. If any of you guys know which hook this might be, where it's kind of like bent, like the eye of the hook and the point of the hook are not in line with each other. If you guys know what that is, let me know. I've asked a couple times on social media and whatnot, and I haven't been able to figure out who makes those hooks. And then I've got my Nico weights here. So I've got, you know, half of this box is dedicated to Nico, half to my drop shot hooks here. And so you can add the little divider in these boxes as well. As you can see, I have an extra one right here. If I did want to split this box, I could. I've got some Ned rig stuff in here, and then I've got some more drop shot stuff. So part of the reason why I'm doing this video is so I can get some of this stuff a little bit better organized. So I may end up pulling some hooks out of this box and adding them over into the new 3600 size. Got some more drop shots and drop shot weights over here. Then I've divided this section right here into two. I've got some shaky heads my wife got me. Got some more shaky heads. I've got some more shaky heads over here. These are a cool little deal whether you're using them for an Alabama rig or just throwing a worm on them. These are by Mesu Baits as well. And then we've got some Nico hooks right here, some weedless Nico hooks right here with a little brush guard. Got that up here, and then I've got some O-rings. And then I've also got some bobber stoppers here. So this is kind of how my terminal box ended up. Very happy with it, but the one thing, there wasn't enough room, right? Because I don't have my wide gap hooks in there, I don't have worm hooks in there, and then I may not even have any flipping hooks in here. No, I don't think I did. Yeah, I did. I have some flipping hooks down here, and then I have some of the smaller, probably 3/0 wide gaps down here. So, but really didn't have enough room to put all of my terminal tackle in here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, so as you can see, and I didn't really go over this, but I have some blades and stuff. I'll probably put all of my smaller stuff in here, do like all of my little odd and end components in these smaller cases, and then do my hooks over in this 3600 size box. Let's go ahead and go over my jig box real quick. I'll show you guys what I got. It's not very well organized. I really thought I would be able to fit more jigs in this box. However, I am happy with it. I just don't honestly think I'm as excited about it as I was when I first got it, before I really got a chance to use it. So I almost feel like there's a need for what I do, and as much jig fishing as I do, there's almost a need for two of these boxes. These two top rows are pretty much all Arky head style jigs. You'll see some exceptions. I do have a couple swim jigs on this row, but I do fish a lot of 3/8 ounce and 1/2 ounce Arky heads. I've got some football head jigs down here. I would like to start throwing those a little bit more. I've got a buddy, Justin Maples, who does really well on a football head jig, and I just don't ever throw them. I've got my finesse, ball head jigs down here, and I've got, some different odd and end stuff mixed in as well. But for the most part, this bottom row is all finesse jigs. Well, this is an exception. This is one that I believe came from Battle Baits. They've got a nice little structured jig right there. And then for some reason I've got my wacky tool in here, so I might end up moving that in this video as well. Got some swim jigs from Biz Baits. Alright, that's my jig box. I could go over every single jig in here, but you guys get the gist of it. Right underneath the head, kind of fits in between here. They don't all stay as well as I would like, so every now and then you'll have loose jigs floating around in these boxes, so really dependent upon the style of head. And then like on the bigger football jigs, they have a tough time sitting next to each other. So I like the box. It's easily, like, you can easily tell what you have going on in this box, and I think that's kind of the big benefit to it. But as you can see, like, the skirts are hanging over, the heads down here, so I don't know, I like it, but I wasn't as impressed as I would have liked to have been, but I'm still going to use it. Alright, so this is the new one. This is the 3600 size professional box, and it's going to come with all of these dividers here. And we didn't really go over it, but the last two boxes did have this little water wicking filter here, and that's going to help you keep your hooks from rusting. So I'm gonna definitely leave that in there. But I've got kind of a spillover box from before, and I'm gonna try to fit everything in this box in this little 3600 size. And we might move some things around, but for the most part, I would like to get as much as I can over into this box. So here's some football heads, some wobble heads. Bust out one of our dividers. Okay, I'll probably kind of do the same thing over here. Do some of my bigger stuff. Now these are 1/2 ounce wobble heads over here. And then I've got some bigger shaky heads right here. Okay, I've got kind of a random assortment of extra wide gap hooks here. I think that's a spear point I got out of a monster bass bag, box, whatever it came in. Try to give myself as much room as I can. Here's some worm hooks right there. Okay, now these are for my kind of topwater toad style baits, the Biz Baits Pad Daddy. See there with the little screw lock keeper on them? I think I might have a few more of those over here. Right there. I think that's one of them without a screw lock. That'll go there, that'll go there. We're trying to get organized, guys. That way when we get on the water, you know, we know where all of our stuff is at. You don't want to get out there and spend all your time looking around for stuff. Those are my stupid tube jig heads. These are my favorite tube jig head. You can rig these weedless. That comes in really handy. Dang it. Got a fly that is just driving me nuts. Got some weedless tube jigs there. Here's a Tokyo, which I don't ever throw that thing. I really need to give that another shot. I bought some and just never really used it. Okay, I think these are all of my 6 cents jugular hooks here. So I kind of want to make sure these are set. These are all together because I want to really test out these 6 cents hooks. I've had some really good luck with the ox flipping hook, so I want to give these things a real run for their money here. I think I might put these down here next to my other worm hooks. Right there. And then I've got some flipping hooks. Can those go? Those will have to go right here. I'll put my Carolina rig, glass beads down here, and put some bobber stops in here. So as you can see, we have a whole bunch of these dividers left. So if we ever decide to switch this up, put a bunch of small stuff in there, I'm just going to keep these around. That way I can switch it up if I want to. All right, guys, there you have it. That's some tackle organization, just going over the Plano EDGE boxes. Overall, I am very happy with them. I think maybe there could be a little bit more dialing in on the Jig Box. But as far as like the terminal box, having all these extra little storage containers and separate compartments with lids on them and everything, I think it's really awesome. And then if you get one of these, the professional box, you can just kind of create your own size compartments and everything, so they're fully customizable. So really happy with these, and might end up switching everything over to these Plano EDGE boxes eventually. The next one I want to try out is one of their crankbait boxes. Sorry, I've had these flies messing with me. Alright guys, really appreciate you guys watching this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We just announced our 500 subscriber giveaway, getting ready to pick a winner on that. Before you know it, we'll be doing our 750 subscriber giveaway, and next thing you know, we'll be at 1,000. We're shooting for the moon, guys. We're going for 100,000 subscribers. So I know it seems silly that I'm getting excited about 500 and 1,000, but you got to start somewhere, and I appreciate you guys for helping me get my start. Make sure you guys comment in the comment section below. Really helps me out a lot. Hit that like button, share this video with a friend. Alright guys, we'll see you on the next one.